with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
This is Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
It is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Go get him! Undercross. Check nickel.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Eckler, the ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And right side, Henry's got it. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At his own 49.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Complete.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
13 yards. And the Chargers' 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Chargers 0.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Buying time to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. This will be from 49 yards out.
49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was on Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can... And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I love how Melvin Ingram plays the game with toughness and a motor that absolutely will not quit. Knows how to get around all types of obstacles to get to the quarterback. He's had at least 7 sacks a season going back to 2015 and been a Pro Bowler for 3 straight years.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 58 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And he finds Gronk. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Josh Allen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First down, Chargers.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Herbert on the option. He's going to run with it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing.
The pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man complete. The 30, the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Bradley Pinion to kick off.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the...
And now look at him go. 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, 79 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
At the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Good throw here by Allen, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Chargers 10.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because if they weren't ready to go on the last one, give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now he's forced out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Darius Slayton. 96 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard
The
line.
Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Wide receiver, the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
8-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down. Herbert throwing again. Allen has it, left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I enjoy watching Keenan Allen play. Such passion, such drive, such physicality. 104 receptions last year, 1,199 yards, 6 touchdowns. He's made 3 straight Pro Bowl appearances. In addition to 3 straight seasons, over 1,100 yards receiving. I don't know how you rate him, but defensive players, they rate him awfully high.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Herbert back to the air, and his pass incomplete.
Herbert's pass.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Eckler. It's now 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, D. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Dancing to his left. Herbert has it knocked free. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On the option, here's Eckler.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10. at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Play action, now it's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now here's the Super Bowl hero from a year ago. It's Damian Williams.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Is actually going to throw it here. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And when you break it down, this was just a